Hello everyone, good day and welcome to yet another edition of Sports Hub with Ebere. My name is Ebere Oji, your host on the show, being aired on Spotify for podcasters, formerly called Anchor. Yes, you are welcome. Here on the show, we bring to you live updates on sporting events, games, and activities all over the world. Our center of reference, or our COR, has always been football and everything that has to do with footballing activities all over the world. So you're welcome once again. How is your day going? I trust your day is going on well. Like it's fine. It's been fine, yeah. We had a lot of games that was played across Europe's top leagues. First off, congratulations to PSG. Of course, we all know. I don't think there's any other club that tends to tussle the league with them. They've won the league title yet again. And Mbappe, we all know, last week Mbappe made more like a video, a 3 to 4 minutes video, kind of a farewell video to tell everyone, to tell the world that he will be leaving Paris Saint-Germain. He's going to leave PSG. He's going to leave PSG at the end of the season. They played their last game at home yesterday, and they clinched another trophy. Yes, they clinched another trophy. Yeah. So he will be leaving, and speculations are on the high that he will be joining Real Madrid as a free agent. He will be joining Madrid as a free agent. So it's a good one for him. But the question still remains: where exactly will he be playing in that Madrid side, that Real Madrid side? Because we have a certain Vinicius Junior playing as at the left winger, yes, and that is exactly the place he tends to play. By he, I mean Mbappe. He thrives very well as a left winger. Madrid presently, they don't really have a recognized striker. I'm not saying the present striker they have now, the guy they got on loan, I'm not saying he's not a good striker. I need an out-and-out striker, because the Real Madrid player, he is currently on loan. Yes, he's on loan. So I don't think, even if he would be staying, like he'll be staying for past the season, right? Even if you'll be staying past by the striker, I mean Joselu, yeah. Even if you'll be staying past this season, I don't think they want to. He's not a player that they would look to hold on to on the long term. So they would need a young and vibrant striker. So that is where Mbappe comes in. The question still remains: will Mbappe be okay with being a centre forward? He thrives well as a left winger, and that place is the place Vinicius is playing currently. Yes, that's where Vinicius is playing. So let's see what will be happening by next season. Let's see what will happen at the end of the season and by the beginning of the season. Yeah. Now moving on to the EPL. Most leagues, just like I said earlier, in the League One, that's where PSG is found. They have we all know the champions. It is PSG. In the Serie A, Inter Milan have been crowned champions. In the Bundesliga, we have Bayer Leverkusen. In Spain, Madrid did their celebration, like they did their open roof parade yesterday. But in England, it is still initially it was a 3-man horse race, but now Liverpool fluffed their lines and they are out. So they are not in contention. They are not in contention for the league. It is now a 2-horse race between two Spanish managers, two very good friends, more like an Omoshe and his Oga. And Oga and Omoshe, because the Omoshe is none other than Mikel Arteta, and the Oga is Pep. Mikel Arteta worked hand in hand with Pep Guardiola. Both of them came from La Masia, that is in the Spanish league, Barcelona's youth academy. Yes. Mikel Arteta went on, he played for PSG, played for a couple of clubs, PSG, Everton, PSG, then Arsenal. Then he joined Pep as a manager, as an assistant manager at Man City for 3 seasons, and they won a lot of things together. Finally, 4 seasons ago, he decided to return back to Arsenal, not as a player, not as an assistant coach, but as a manager for Arsenal Football Club. For the first 3 seasons, he spent 3.5 seasons he spent there. It was, they finished 8th 2 times, they finished 5th, and the last season, in fact, they clicked. They clicked last season, and they've not looked back since then. Arteta, kudos. Forget the banter, forget everything. Arsenal fans, forget the banter. Your manager has been fantastic since last season. They almost won the league. They were top of the league for 30 weeks. But a certain Pep Guardiola from somewhere, a certain Oga from somewhere came out and ended up winning that league at the 38th. As in fact, they won the league before the 38th game week. Right now, fast forward to today. Arsenal, after 37 games, are still top of the league. Yes, still top of the league. They are top of the league with Arsenal. They've played 37 games. Man City has played 36 games. Arsenal so far in 37 games, they have won 27 out of it. They lost 5 and drew 5. They have a goal difference of 61 because they have scored 89 goals. They have conceded just 28 goals, the least in the league. And their goalkeeper got he has over 16 clean sheets now. He already won the Golden Glove. They have one of the best defense. They concede less. You can see it's just 28 goals so far in the league this season, and it's down to the kind of defense they have. The likes of Saliba and Gabriel, the pairing of Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, and any other person. Could be Shevchenko, it could be Tomiyasu and all that. They've been outstanding this season, and it's just a certain Manchester City preventing them from winning the league. When you look at other clubs that won the league, that have won the league in other leagues, yes, the likes of PSG, the likes of other clubs, I don't think they amassed up to 86 points before they won the league. Yes, I don't even 86 points should be winning the league for you, to be frank. But Man City are on 85 points with 36 games played. They will be playing Tottenham on Tuesday, and Tottenham, we all know, it's a bitter London rival, a North London rival to Arsenal Football Club. It is not. It's a funny thing because I remember this kind of thing had happened before. Yes, that happened before when Liverpool. It was in 2019. Liverpool were on the verge. They won. In fact, they were one of the best teams. They were very good. Imagine you ending a season with 97 points but not winning the league. That is how good Liverpool was, and how fantastic a Manchester City side was. Manchester City side finished the league that season in 2019 with 98 points. They finished the league with 98 points, and you keep asking yourself, come on, 97 can't even win you the league. And now Arsenal are in the same limbo. They are on 86 points and Man City are on 85 points. Man City had 2 more games to play. Arsenal has just 1 game. Yesterday, they won against Manchester United. Manchester United side, watching that game yesterday, I looked at these players. When they considered the goal against Arsenal at the 20th minute, Trossard scored. Those guys, United players, are not motivated. I keep asking, what exactly is wrong? Eric Ten Hag has spent this is his second full season at Manchester United, and I asked, what exactly is the game plan? What's his game plan? What's the tactics? What's the formation he tends to play? Is it a 4-4-2? Is it a 4-2-3-1? Is it a 4-3-3? Is it a 5-4-2? Like, I keep asking, is it a 5-4-1? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, is it a 5-3-2? You keep asking yourself, what exactly are they playing? They don't have a game plan. Yesterday, I took time to watch their game. I'm like, they had opportunities to score, but they were not decisive in the final third. They in the midfield, they were not. The only glimmer of hope in that game was Onana, a little bit of Amrabat, a little bit, but there sometimes he switched off. And I also remember what Odegaard did to what Odegaard did to him. Yes, what Odegaard did to him because of tackles and all that, trying to dribble him, and he staggered. Not almost staggered. He staggered. Yeah, he slipped and staggered. Yeah, he slipped and staggered. It was not a good show. It was not a good performance. And when you look at how well Jim Ratcliffe, the one of the part owners of Manchester United, how well he has invested in getting the right administrators at the club. He has gotten a sporting director, a technical director, a recruitment director. Like, he has been getting offices, good guys that have stood the test of time into the club. This is something Manchester United, I can't remember the last time they had a recruitment director with a very good pedigree. Do you understand? Like, this is a good one for every Man United fan. They are excited about the administrative part of their club. The kind of shape the administrative part of their club is taking now, it's a good one. It's quite encouraging. But when you look at the pitch, off pitch performance, off pitch situations, it's nice. They are doing well. But on pitch, they've been appalling. You ask yourself, will Eric Ten Hag be manager? Will Eric Ten Hag be the manager at the end of the season? They've not been it. They've lost so far. They've lost. What is the highest? I can't remember the last. They lost 14 games in a season. They are 3 points behind Chelsea with more games played. Chelsea has played 36. Man United, okay, with same number of games played, but they are like 3 points behind. They are on -4. Chelsea are on +12. They've scored. Manchester United has scored 52 goals and they have conceded 56, telling you that they have conceded more goals, and that's why they're on a minus. As against Chelsea, 73-61. Chelsea has 12 plus 12. Yes, Chelsea has plus 12. So you ask yourself, where exactly is Manchester United? I know injuries have plagued the team, but come on, I don't think they were all injured in all 14 games. I feel in certain games, they had some players that were around when they lost the game. When they lost those games, you don't tell me that from the beginning of the season down to every single person, every single player in that team have been injured in all 14 games lost. No, I don't think so. At least amongst these games, they had a full squad to an extent. I'm not saying everybody was present, right? Well, I'm not saying Lisandro Martinez and Maguire and everybody, they were all present at the same time. No, at least they had the likes of Maguire and maybe Lindelof at some point. In some of those games they lost, they had the likes of Martinez and maybe Maguire. Do you understand? And Luke Shaw at some point, right? The only player I know I've not seen this season is Malacia. I don't know if they've sold. I don't know where he is, but he has not been around. So what is happening at Manchester United? It's been an appalling season for them. It's a bad season, and they have an FA Cup final to be played against Manchester City. Manchester City, their city rivals. Will they be winning that game? Because that is their only shot at getting into Europe. The next game they'll be playing against Newcastle. Newcastle, they've been high flyers. They've won 17 games. They've lost 13. And they've drawn 6. They're on 57 points, the same number of points as Chelsea. Now Newcastle would want to try as much as possible to close up the gap between, because if Newcastle loses this game against Chelsea, if Newcastle loses their next game against Manchester United and Chelsea wins against Brighton, because Brighton is the next game Chelsea will be playing at Brighton's Amex Stadium on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, Chelsea will be on 6th place, and Chelsea, they are actually gone in for European places. So Newcastle will try as much as possible to get a win against Manchester United. Why Chelsea will want to get a win against Brighton to stand a chance of trying to get at least 60 points. Chelsea never got 60 points last season. They never got 60 points. So it's a good one for Pochettino. Pochettino, they've been towards the ending of the season, it's more like there was this resurgence after they lost 5-0 against Arsenal. I don't think they've lost any other. They've not lost any game. They've won three straight games on the bounce. This is going to be their first win. Yesterday they won a game against Nottingham Forest. They came from behind. It was a 1-0 in the first 8-10 minutes. It was Modric that scored, and then just before halftime, it was 1-1. Willy Bolly of Nottingham Forest scored, and second half, former Chelsea player and former Chelsea player Cobham brought up Hudson-Odoi scored a goal. It was 2-1. Then they made some changes, and at the end of the day, Sterling, that came in as a super sub, scored. Reece James came in also as a super sub. He made a very beautiful cross, which Jackson headed in, making it 3-2. The game ended 3-2 in favor of Chelsea. Chelsea are on 57 points this season. Last season they lost over 16 games, but this season they have won 16 games. So it's a good one. It's a huge one for Chelsea. It's a huge one for Chelsea. It's a huge one, like I said earlier, for Chelsea. My question is still going to be Arsenal, is going to be Manchester City. Manchester City will be playing against Tottenham. Like I said earlier, Arsenal fans will become Tottenham fans for one day, as in for this week. They it's funny because I can't remember the last time an Arsenal team supported. I can't remember the last time an Arsenal fan or team supported Tottenham. They've never supported each other, and now they'll be seeking for a favor. The game will be played tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 14th day in the month of April 2024. The game will be played in the evening by 8 p.m. at Tottenham's home turf. Tottenham versus Manchester City. Everybody will be watching that game, including, in fact, Arsenal fans will be more at the viewing centers, because this is a game they are banking on. If Manchester City draws, then Arsenal will win the league. Yes, but if Manchester City wins this game, I don't see it's gonna be, because the last game they played was 3-3. Then at the beginning of the season, when Tottenham was hot, the last time Manchester City visited Tottenham's home turf in the EPL, Tottenham won that game by 1-0. So Arsenal fans and the entire team will be hopping on their London rivals to do them a favor. But we heard something somewhere that Tottenham fans would say they rather lose 5-0, 6-0 to a Manchester City side than see a London rival lift the trophy. Yes, so many Tottenham fans want them to lose that game comfortably. They want to lose that game so that Arsenal will never stand any chance of winning the EPL. They want to do that favor to Manchester City, and it's funny. But let's see what happens. I would want to use the opportunity to say kudos to Bologna. Bologna is a club in Serie A. They qualified for their first ever Champions League, and the first ever time they will be playing in Europe since 1964. That was the last time they qualified for Europe. Then it was more or less and European Cup Winners' Cup stuff. Like, it was not as pronounced as it is now. This is their first UCL, and it's a good one. Thiago Motta has been great. Even Como FC in the Serie B, they also qualified for Serie A football, for top flight football, for the first time in 22 years. Like, this young managers are doing exploits. Kudos to Fabregas. Fabregas is just 37 and he's doing exploit already as a manager. And be it an assistant, be it as a core manager, he's doing well. He's doing well at Como FC. It's a good one. It's a good one for Bologna. It's a good one for Como. So it's in fact, I'm excited. I will talk more of this subsequently. I'm going to talk more of this subsequently. Your predictions, guys. Tomorrow's game, Tottenham versus Manchester City. Who will be winning this game? Of course, we all know Pep Guardiola would be keen to get a win against Tottenham, because they know why. Arsenal fans are still talking, are still saying, let's all hope on our Tottenham friends and all that. They should understand that Man City are no pushovers. Man City, they've rediscovered their goal scoring mojo, and with just one goal scored against Manchester United yesterday, Arsenal scored just a goal against Manchester United. It's the goal difference has reduced to just 3. 58-61 by goal difference. 58 for Manchester City, 61 for Arsenal. So a win by a large goal margin tomorrow against Tottenham. If Manchester City wins 5-6-0 against Tottenham Hotspur, then they not only top the league, but they also top the league with a better goal difference. So it is all going to still end up at the end of the season when Arsenal will be playing Everton, and Man City will be playing West Ham. After they play Tottenham, they will also play West Ham. So a win for them against Tottenham would give them a huge advantage heading into the last day of the league. So it is going to still be on Sunday when the league ends. Sunday next week. Sunday next week is on the 19th. The league will be ending officially on the 19th The league will be ending officially on the 19th of I'll be ending officially on the 19th of May. Yes, to end officially on the 19th of May. I don't know if is it 19th or okay, it will be ending officially on the 19th. Yes, I'm correct. It will be ending officially on the 19th. Yeah, every team is gonna play. Arsenal will be playing by. Arsenal will even play before. It seems all the games we played by 4 p.m. We have Arsenal versus Everton by 4 p.m. on Sunday. By 4 p.m. Brentford, Newcastle 4 p.m. Brighton, Manchester United 4 p.m. Burnley, Nottingham Forest. Burnley has already been relegated, unfortunately. Nottingham Forest would aim to try as much as possible to get a win, but then I see them surviving because Luton Town has conceded more goals, and Luton cannot score 15 goals against their opponent at the final day of the season. I don't see Luton Town scoring 15 goals against a Fulham side, so it's as good as them, going down. But they tried this season. Honestly, they were the only side from all the three teams that got promoted at the beginning of the season: Burnley, Sheffield United, and Luton. Luton was the only side that put up a fight. But a couple of last minute towards from in fact, since 2024, a whole lot has gone bad for Luton, and they've been conceding goals, large goal margins and all. So it's unfortunately for them, they'll be going down with Sheffield and Burnley. So we have Burnley versus Nottingham Forest by all the games we played by 4 p.m. So for those that watch games at the viewing center, Arsenal fans will be watching their own game and also watching that of Manchester City. Manchester City fans will be watching their own game and watching that of Arsenal as well, to see who will be winning the league at the end of the season. I wish both teams well. They've done well. They've thrived. They've excelled. You understand? They've excelled. For all the teams that have done well this season, Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool didn't. Liverpool did well at some point, but they just forgot how to score goals, and they said that they lost back to back, so they're out of the title race. So it is Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool will end in third place, but at least they'll play Champions League football. Unlike unlike this season where they ended up playing in the Europa League, and of course they got thrashed out of the Europa League by Atalanta home and away. Okay, they won in their way. They won in their way, but they lost at home. So Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, congratulations. Aston Villa, congratulations. Yeah, Aston Villa, congratulations. Tottenham, Newcastle, Chelsea fans will be excited. They're over the moon because they're on equal points at 36 games. If they are to win their last two games, they will be ending the season with 63 points, the highest they had since Todd Boehly's regime started. So they'll be ending, the highest place they'll be ending is on a 6th place. If they had won against Aston Villa, or if they had won against Sheffield United or Burnley, probably they would have been striving for top 4, at least. Maybe let's just say top 4. Yes, top 4. But then what happened has happened. Yeah, but then they don't mind playing in the Conference League or Europa League in Europe per se next season. Manchester United, they have not been okay. West Ham, they've been up and down. West Ham, they've not been too good. Brighton, they've been up and down. Bournemouth, they've tried this season. From where they ended last season to where they are now, they'll be ending the season at least either in top 10 or at most top 11. Crystal Palace, they've been great under this new manager. They've scored goals, like they've been massive it's been massive for them. Wolves, well, they've been up and down. Fulham, Everton, Brentford is a surprise package here. Brentford ending their season at 16th place with 39 points. For now, they still have just one game. The highest they would end is 42 points, which is quite low compared to how they ended. They did well last season. They ended the season in top 10 last season. They ended the season at least in top 11 because Chelsea ended in top 12, right? So they ended the season ahead of Chelsea, but as it stands now, they will be ending behind Chelsea. So they'll be ending the season behind Chelsea. I don't know what happened to Brentford this season, but I hope their manager tries as much as possible to get in the needed signings for the season for them. So, well, Wolves, they've been up and down. Fulham, Everton, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, I don't see them relegating because Luton will be relegated. The goal difference is much. That's all for now. Let's see what happens. Tottenham versus Manchester City tomorrow by 8 p.m. After the game, we will be doing our post-match analysis. Yes, after the game, we'll be doing our post-match analysis. I wish may the better team win. I being a Chelsea fan, well, I can't tell any which one. I'm just excited that Chelsea was able to to turn around their season at the tail end of the season. We've had a season of mixed moments. They had the periods whereby they were winning, they were conceding, they were finding it hard to convert chances, but now to an extent they've found their rhythm sort of in the last few games left in the season. Will Pochettino be staying after the end of this season? We never can tell what they have up their sleeves. By up their sleeves, I mean the owners of the club. They might decide to leave him. And support, back him up with an out-and-out striker that converts chances. Jackson is a good striker, no doubt, but he tends to miss, I don't know. He will get better over time, but they need an out-and-out and a clinical striker if they want to charge for any major trophy next season. Yes. So this is me saying all the best today, all the best in this new week, and this is the anchor of this program, saying enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.